whistle player, and he's going to play for you again because Joe Greer is up there with the tin whistle, and he's going to play for us now. Saddle the pony. Away you go on the pony, Joe. Off you go. And a nice cheer there for Joe Greer. Joe was playing one there called Saddle the Pony, which proves that vintage tractors is not the only mode of transport around Cookstown in these days. Joe, how are you this morning?
I'm not so bad, Gene.
Joe, how long have you been playing this tin whistle?
Oh, about 25 years maybe.
25 years. Did you ever take lessons at all?
No, self-taught.
Self-taught?
Taught myself. But I used to play a side flute for 20 years before that.
How much would a tin whistle cost now?
Oh, about 25 bob, or 125, and the new money.
It must be the cheapest instrument, even cheaper than a tambourine to play, surely.
And it's very easy carried. You can stick it in your inside pocket and away you go.
Well, now tell me, Joe, years and years ago, the people around the Cookstown area used to go to one another's houses and have fiddle music and penny whistle music into the early hours of the morning. Did you ever go to any of those late night ceilidhs around here?
Oh, I did. Hundreds of them, Gene. Big nights, we called it going out for a nice killian, and then it developed into a session of music. But I sat up all night with an old fiddler and somebody stepped danced and somebody sang a song. Oh, them was a great old days too.
Well, Joe, would you have got a drop of the real old Mountain Dew them days, would you?
Oh, God, aye. We always had a wee drop in the cupboard. I liked the Mountain Dew, all right.
Well, here, Joe, tell me this. Tell me that in this part of the world in bygone years, you know, a wake was a time of great rejoicing rather than great sadness, and you'd had the fiddlers, the musicians and all along at the wakes. Would that have been right?
Oh, in olden days, way back 40 years ago or more, when they went to the wake, you played games, and maybe somebody would have sung a song, and they told old yarns, and after the wake, there would have been a drop of the Mountain Dew passed round, and then they would have started to sing in the middle of the wake.
Joe, you would hardly have took a drop of the Mountain Dew yourself, no?
Oh, God, I'm drinking 50 years.
Oh, you're drinking 50 years?
50 years from I was born.
So you like a drop of the Mountain Dew then?
Oh, I love it.
Joe, you're a good man on the tin whistle there. We enjoyed you playing. And maybe before the day's out, we might get another bit of crack with you and another bit of a tune. Give Joe Greer, the local whistler, a big round of applause. A bit of chat earlier on with Joe Greer, and Joe had some very interesting things to talk about. And I believe that Joe is a bit of a singer as well. Joe, do you sing a bit?
I can sing a wee bit, Dean, but I'm not too good at the singing. I'm getting old now, you know.
Now, I hear there's some special song that you have that there's a story behind. What's this song that you're going to sing for us? And tell us the story behind it first.
It's an old song away, it's nearly 100 years ago, about an old house we met in Donnelly's, and there was always big nights singing and drinking and people coming for a night's killian. And then the boys made a song up and they called it Donnelly's Hotel instead of a killian house. So I got this old song from my father.
So you're going to sing about Donnelly's Hotel?
I'll give you a verse of it now. Now, do you?
Yeah.
Right.
Here he goes, right. He's away up there to get a microphone and get the thing back into his mouth again. He must be going to play bits of it as well too. So here is Joe Greer to sing all about Donnelly's Hotel with the backing from two lads in Spring. Away you go, Joe.
Now, if you'll pay attention and listen to my rhyme, I'll do my best to please you if you'll only give me time. It's all about the lodging house, no doubt you know it well, and it brings you down to Cookstown, to Donnelly's Hotel. Now I am Mr. Donnelly, I'm a man that's well-to-do. I keep a lot of lodgers, and they're such a noisy crew. On Saturday night they're sure to fight, and they'll make the neighbours yell. You'd see the way they carry on in Donnelly's Hotel. Now I've got Mr. Kelly, sure he humps about the coal. Sure I've got all the commercial boys and the boys here on the dole. Now then there's Big Con Cannon, no doubt you know him well, and he's a sort of a gaffer down in Donnelly's Hotel. Now I am Mr. Donnelly, I'm a man that's well-to-do. I keep a lot of lodgers, and they're such a noisy crew. On Saturday night they're sure to fight, and they'll make the neighbours yell. You'd see the way they carry on in Donnelly's Hotel. I have a little housemaid, she is so neat and clean. For tossing up those feather beds, her equal ne'er was seen. For friendliness and loving, there's none that could excel. Con Cannon, he was her lover boy, Donnelly's Hotel. Now I am Mr. Donnelly, I'm a man that's well-to-do. I keep a lot of lodgers, and they're such a noisy crew. On Saturday night they're sure to fight, and they'll make the neighbours yell. You'll see the way they carry on in Donnelly's Hotel. Now if anyone wants lodgings, now anyone you know well, just send them down to Cookstown, to Donnelly's Hotel. For friendliness and cheapness, there's none that could excel, and they'll get their dose for nothing down in Donnelly's Hotel. Thank
That
you
was
all.
Joe
Thank you
Greer
all very much. Right.
singing about Donnelly's Hotel. Do you remember Donnelly's Hotel?
Surely. I never was in it, but I could tell of it.
Tell me something about it yourself. What do you know about it?